So Kate just found out that I was burping up hot dogs in this week's video. She fed me hot dogs before I filmed, so I had to cut it all out.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny. I edited out the hot dog burps.
So babe, we spent 3 months in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, we did.
Were you upset about that?
No, I loved it. I had a great time. But Rich, on the other hand...
Yep, it's true. I had a bad time. When we showed up, I found out I needed a root canal. So, yeah. It was actually a quick process, but a long process at the same time. I feel like I got in a couple weeks, and then they were like, oh, great. And then I got a couple weeks after that, I got in for the actual root canal, which, don't do it. And then it was, okay, cool, maybe we'll be out of here, a couple weeks after that. But then I had to wait a month in between that visit for them to do their second phase on me. And then they're like, okay, great. And then I had to wait another 2 weeks after that to get in to get the first thing done. It was like, oh my gosh. So it took literally 3 months.
The appointments themselves weren't long, but you have to wait a certain time in between.
Yeah, so it was so long.
How many appointments was it? 4? 5?
So it took me 5 visits to the dentist to get my tooth fixed. And ironically, I was like, oh, maybe I'm just not doing a good enough job, but, taking care of it. But they're like, no, everything looks fine. I'm like, well then, how do I not let this happen again? It let us enjoy our time with our good friends that we made in Austin, plus my lifelong good friend, Marcus. So everything worked out for the best.
Yeah.
But, which kind of brings me to the next section of, last year we did Florida for winter, the whole winter. And do you think being in Texas was better than Florida?
First of all, we have family in Florida. And we were like 10 minutes from the beach last year.
A good beach.
A very good beach.
With a dog beach.
Yeah. So after work, on the weekends, if we just had a little bit of time, we would always go to the beach. Texas, we had friends that we considered family. Mm-hmm. But it had more of the country lifestyle that we're used to. And so it was comforting to be there. So I guess it's like comparing an apple to an orange. I can't pick between the two. Austin was just so full of stuff to do. Whereas in Florida, it was relaxing, lounging on the beach, sitting by the pool.
Playing shuffleboard.
Getting a sunburn.
I think Austin's more tailored towards the younger crowd in general.
For sure.
So I think that was kind of fun for us to kind of be in that. Over the kind of retirement feeling of Florida. But I do have to say, I did miss the beach this year, but we definitely had fun here. We like, the y'all and the howdy. All right, that's where we're at now. Where Kate's saying y'all every other sentence.
I was there for like a month, and then out of nowhere, I'm like, y'all this and y'all that, and I'm like, ooh.
Lots of y'alling, all right?
Y'all
just calm down over there at home, okay? Don't want you getting too excited. I think for me personally, my favorite thing was the actual Texas rodeos, which they have it's like a fair.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a full ordeal. What do you think?
I do not want to ride that.
In Maine, where we're from, in March, usually the professional bull riders do come to town. And it's a fun time, but it was way different because the actual rodeos are like the barrel racing. It's the whole works. So that was really cool and fun to experience.
What's the kids riding on the sheep?
Yeah.
Because that was my favorite part.
Yeah,
that and the steer wrestling.
Yeah, Kate likes steer wrestling. Big old men jumping off horses onto cows.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's intense.
We also did a whole bunch of hockey games while we were there too.
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
and that was fun because originally when we went to San Antonio all those years back, we went to the Rampage.
Yep.
And Rampage is no longer there. They moved to Austin, Texas now, and they're called the Stars, the Texas Stars. So we had fun going because we're big hockey people. Got the Bruins hat on. I know. And we're big UMaine fans. Obviously, they did a good job this year, so it kind of stunk that we didn't get to see them play on the year that they actually did well. But it's still fun to watch even when they don't.
Yeah, we watched from afar.
And what's Kate's favorite thing she did in Austin, Texas? Other than spend money?
All right, I'm out. I was introduced to Whataburger.
You're making a mess.
I know.
So Kate discovered Whataburger for the first time.
And I like it because it's just so good. When I eat it, like it drips. Like look. Like it's got the fresh pickle juice just dripping from it. And it's nice and fresh. Like the lettuce is crispy. It actually looks like the picture they have on the billboard when you open it up.
Has anybody ever told you you're a character? Mm-mm. Okay. Oh, yeah. Whataburger.
That was pretty great. But that quickly got replaced by Mighty Fine.
Yeah.
That's a classy burger place. Is that yummy on your little fat tongue?
Yeah. So give me the later.
So excited. That was so good.
So we're not in Texas anymore, if you can't figure this out. And
Mighty Fine so bad.
Yeah, and Kate's been, having withdrawals, so it's been difficult on me. Please pray.
I think two-stepping was a lot of fun. We had a blast with that. The people that we met there, the friends, they were great. They took us right in. We did a tomahawk steak dinner, which was on Ridge's bucket list. Finally got to do that. It was fabulous. We also did a rib dinner. We did a French-themed dinner with some friends there. It was a lot. We were packed with friend stuff, which we loved. Yeah.
And a lot of those things that's the ones that sound girly are the ones that Kate went to by herself, so I got the RV to myself, which was nice.
Xbox turned on.
That's right. Naturally, when we rolled in, my good friend Marcus had a setup for shooting clays. He said, we're going to be going and hitting the old 12 gauge. Hey! Right off. It was like next day.
Which was super cool because it was like disc golf, but every station was a different clay setup.
And the rabbit, which, boom. I hit the rabbit. I think I was the only one to hit the rabbit.
Yeah.
One shot. First shot. But I couldn't hit the one that just floated out in the middle of the air. It would like float there and boom. And I'm like, what? But the rabbit comes flying across and bang, I hit it. I'm like, okay, just how that worked out for us. When we rolled in, we stayed at Austonia RV Park. That place it's newer. The sites were decent. They were concrete. The only issue I really had with it was the highway was like just across the field and it was like steady road noise.
That's not their fault though.
No.
That's just a personal thing.
No, but I mean, inside the RV was quiet, but when you sat outside, all you heard was cars and sirens. I don't want to dock them for it. They were nice people.
They were wonderful.
And it was coming up. Definitely, if you're going to stay somewhere near 6th Street, which is the downtown scene, that's kind of I think the closest you can get. It's like 15 minutes to downtown with an Uber. And you want an Uber, just Uber, taxi, whatever. Yep. Don't bring your dually. Just don't do it. Okay?
That's a no-go.
No, don't do it. All right. And no, I didn't do it. Okay. But I'm just saying, I've walked the streets. I've seen this. On 6th Street, though, we did go down a couple times. Had a blast. We saw 2 comedy shows.
Yeah, we did.
One at the Comedy Mothership. Thanks to our friend Sam, who got us hooked up on that because it was a great time. We went and saw Tony Hinchcliffe and Friends, and it was hilarious. Honestly, that is a great club, the Comedy Mothership. I mean, I know, it's Rogan's club and everything, and you might think it'd be overrated, but it really isn't. It's amazing.
It was awesome. It was funny.
We went to Sunset Strip ATX as well. I liked it. I had fun with it, but it was not the Mothership. Mothership is sophisticated compared to this place.
Sophisticated comedy.
While we were over there at Austonia and on that route, we actually would go to Bastrop to do all of our grocery shopping, which was like 25 minutes away. So we didn't have to go into downtown Austin all the time because, to be fair, it is a pain, especially with a big truck.
Oh, and I liked it because there was a Whataburger right next to H-E-B.
Well, there's that. H-E-B is a grocery store for Texas, if you don't know that.
Yeah.
And
always under construction.
And always a blank show. Every time you go in there, it is just, it's
Insert
mayhem.
Emoji.
Yeah. It really is. Bastrop was a cute little, kind of like the old Western town that you would see on a movie. It had like the old clay buildings and, some funny stuff that they had kind of picked through here. Just like this law office. They don't exist.
The cupcake.
Yes, the cupcake.
And a sign that told you were beautiful. Hey, babe. You're like really pretty.
Yeah. Excursion to and from, there was a Harry Potter themed trail that we found. Now, I am no Harry Potter connoisseur, but I did watch all the movies this year because we had nothing better to do at one point when it was cold.
30 degrees in Texas and everything was frozen.
And we froze up a little bit, so that's always drama and fun to watch.
Drama. But the Harry Potter
Yes.
experience was quite an experience.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
They had like all the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I'm just going to keep throwing it up on the screen. You're going to just keep working your way through it. It was a lot. Kate's favorite thing in the whole wide world, sunsets. Yes. We found a good spot for that at Mount Bonnell or Bonnell, however you want to say it. Everything in Texas, the way it's spelt is not the way that it's said. So,
tomato.
Elgin is Elgin, things like that. We found this place. It was beautiful. It's up on the side. It's up on a cliff. The cliff goes down into the Colorado River, and then you can watch the sun set behind the opposing mountain, which is really a hill. And if you're in a mountain state, it's more or less a hill, but it's a mountain.
Yeah.
If it's above 50 feet, it's a mountain. And from there, it's not far to Lake Travis, which we explored for a day. And honestly, I didn't even know that place existed.
Oh, that was so cool. It was great. We were able to walk around, and at one point we just picked a park bench and sat there.
I took a nap.
Rich did take a nap. He took a nap. I sat there. I looked at everybody playing in the water. I was able to look at all the houses across the way. It was just relaxing, peaceful.
On our third and final month that we were in Texas, we actually ended up moving to a different place. Kind of wanted to try something different. Mm-hmm. And we went to Buda Place RV Resort, which was pretty decent. We were able to park the rig on this hill that was right on the pond.
Oh, it was so nice.
You look out. We kept the back door down most of the time. And when you wake up, you just look out and all you saw was the water. It was a nice little spot. We enjoyed that a lot.
And while I sat there and was working, all I had to do was just turn my head a little bit and I had a whole pond water view. It was nice.
So her being in the back, she usually gets the best views. Like right now, she's got a little bit of a mountainous view that you'll see in a later video. It's pretty intense.
I'm not trading desks. I'm sorry. I like my desk.
I got a horse out of mine, so we're good. Where this RV park was actually had a really neat little town. I think that was, honestly, I like that place more than I like downtown Austin.
Yeah.
Personally.
Downtown Buda.
Downtown Buda.
Yep. It was super cute.
Buda is almost like Buddha, all right? B-U-D-A. Get that right, okay? And it was another one of those small western town kind of feels, like just like this. It almost seemed like you could ride in there on a wagon,
Hit
the saloon.
I had a couple girls' days there doing the farmer's market, looking downtown. It was a lot of fun. There's a lot to do. We brought our grandparents downtown, took them out to dinner. That was good. They've got some good pizza there too.
Overall top highlights, I'm going to say for Kate, is A, mighty fine. She misses that place.
I do.
And B, Tiny's milk and cookies.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Now you got to tell them about it.
Yeah.
But now everybody's going to know about it.
I know, we can't give up the secret.
Okay.
So after we came off the mountain from the sunset, it was literally at the bottom of the hill. Mm-hmm. And there was this little place called Tiny's Milk and Cookies where they make the homemade everything. Yeah. And they even warm up the cookie.
Ooh.
And it is Grumpy approved. Her grandfather did enjoy it. There is that. And he's a very tough cookie. There was a pun there.
What was your favorite part of Texas? Other than the rodeos?
Yeah, I think my favorite thing's how fast you can drive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I like to move. All right. So we hammer. All right. Mm-hmm. This the Berry Bundle hammers down. We don't mess around. All right. And the speed limit there is like minimum. Hey, if you're not doing 75, just get off the road. All right. Just don't even drive. Some of them were like 80, 85, I swear.
Yeah.
And also, before I forget to mention, Kate did do a day on South Congress, which is kind of like the expensive area to shop.
Well,
and
there's two
like
ends.
the nice stuff.
There was two ends. There was like the boutiques, and then there was like the name brand stuff.
Oh.
We just chose the name brand stuff.
Oh. we really did enjoy our stay. We were getting a little antsy at the end because we have so much we want to see. We want to hit the road. We wanted to get going. And that gall dang tooth just held us back. But that's okay. We enjoyed our time, and we look forward to going back at some point.
Something else we should tell them is that in Texas, our friends from Mississippi showed up, and it officially kicked off our tandem traveling with them.
So there's a lot of cool stuff coming up. I know I've been saying it for a while now because every time I'm like, oh, it's coming. And then it was like, dang, the tooth, it is here. We're doing it. We're putting the Brinkley through some pretty cool tests.
Yeah.
And obviously we're having a great time with our friends traveling. It makes it a lot better. I think.
Love them.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. For our friends back in Texas, if you're watching this, wanted to give you a thank you for your hospitality.
Yes.
And we had a great time. And we look forward to seeing you again. To our future friends, we're excited to meet you. We haven't met you yet, so we're on our way. Thank you all for joining us. So we started this channel a couple months ago with like 70 subscribers or 50 subscribers. Now we're up over 200. Yeah. And we're having fun doing it, like I've said in the past. So thank you again. And if you made it this far, give us a thumbs up. And, comment if you want to give us a little feedback. If you're like, yeah, Ridge, you stink, and I can't even smell you. Just go ahead and do it.
Can confirm.
We will see you next time.
Bye.